Assalamu alaikum everyone. Welcome back to Smart Study with Tabu. I hope you are doing well. So dear friends, आज हम एग्ज़ाम प्रिपरेशन सीरीज़ की सेकंड पार्ट की वीडियो बनाने जा रहे हैं, जिसमें हम JST, PST, EST के पास पेपर से जो गेस्ट पेपर बनाए गए हैं वो सॉल्व करेंगे, जिसमें हम कवर करने वाले हैं इंग्लिश, पेडागोजी, एजुकेशनल साइकोलॉजी। ओके डियर फ्रेंड्स, फर्स्ट वीडियो जो है 35 MCQs हमारी फर्स्ट वीडियो लिंक में मैं दे दूँगी डिस्क्रिप्शन में, आप वहाँ से जाकर चेक कर सकते हैं। और अगर आप हमारे व्हाट्सएप चैनल को ज्वाइन करना चाहते हैं तो वो भी लिंक आपको डिस्क्रिप्शन में मिल जाएगा। आप हमारे यूट्यूब चैनल पर नए हैं तो सब्सक्राइब करें, लाइक करें, शेयर करें अपने दोस्तों के साथ और बेल आइकन को प्रेस करना नहीं भूलिएगा ताकि आने वाली वीडियोस आपको मिलती रहें। लेट्स गेट स्टार्टेड। क्वेश्चन नंबर 33, फंक्शन ऑफ एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन इन्वॉल्व्स डेलीगेशन ऑफ रेस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी टू एम्प्लॉयज। ऑप्शन ए प्लानिंग, ऑप्शन बी ऑर्गेनाइजिंग, ऑप्शन सी बजटिंग, ऑप्शन डी नन ऑफ दिस। सो राइट ऑप्शन इज ऑर्गेनाइजिंग. Organizing function of administration involves delegation of responsibility to employees. Question number 34. Step 2 in clinical supervision is option A analysis, option B observation, option C supervisory conference, option D none of these. So right option is observation. Step 2 in clinical supervision is observation. Question number 35. Hawthorne studies were conducted between option A 1927 to 1932, option B 1985 to 1987, option C 1970 to 80, none of these. So right option is 1927 to 1932. Right option. Hawthorne studies were conducted between 1927 to 1932. Question number 36. Dash is regulatory process directing the activities on organization to achieve a specific goal. Controlling, staffing, planning, none of these. So right option is controlling. Question number 37. Educational supervision means option A assistant in development of teaching learning process, that discipline through which we control affairs of the. Option C both A and B, none of these. So right option is assistant in development of teaching learning process. Question number 38. Top management work on option A strategic plan, option B corporate, option C budgeting, option D none of these. So right option is strategic plan. Strategic plan is also called long-term plan, short-term plan, both A and B, none of these. So right option is long-term plan. Question number 40. First step in planning process is to option A set an objective, option B objective, evaluate alternatives, determine strengths and weakness, none of these. So right option is set an objective. Question number 41. Short-term plans in education are generally of dash years 1 to 3 years. Right option is 1 to 3 years. Question number 42. Who said educational planning is broader sense and is the application of rational systematic analysis to the process of educational development? Option A Ziegler, option B Adam Pearl, option C P.H. Combs, option D none of these. So right option is P.H. Combs. Question number 43. Planning aims creating an educate dash situation past, present, future, none of these. So right option is future. Question number 44. Systematic change in mental processes that underlie all learning and performance is referred to as option A moral development, option B cognitive development, option C social development and emotional, none of these. So right option is cognitive development. Question number 45. Primary aim of educational psychology is option A to contribute to an understanding of sound educational practices. Right option is to contribute to an understanding of sound educational processes. Question number 46. Curriculum is course, syllabus, co-curricular activities, all the learning experiences. Right option is all the learning experiences. Question number 47. The thinking process involved in producing an idea or concept that is new, original and useful is termed as Option A, creativity. Option B, innovation. Option C, intelligence. Option D, none of these. So right option is creativity. Question number 48. Which theory of intelligence educate the presence of general intelligence G and specific intelligence S? Spearman's two-factor theory. ये किसने दी थी theory? Spearman's two-factor theory. Question number 49. Modes are formed during option A, infancy. Option B, adolescence. Option C, adulthood. Option D, none of these. So right option, adolescence. B is the correct answer. Question number 50. Which is the master emotion? Happiness, worry, fear, none of these. So right option is fear. Which is master emotions is fear, hope. Question number 51. The organized pattern of behavior which a child develops when he is engaged in any activity. Option A, scheme. Option B, adaptation. Option C, accommodation. Option D, none of these. So right option is scheme. A scheme is an organized pattern of behavior which a child develops when he engaged in any activity. Question number 52. Trial and error theory of learning was presented by option A, Tolman. Option Thorndike. Option C, B.F. Skinner. Option D, none of these. So right option is Thorndike. Question number 53. Jung 1933 classified the unconscious in two types, primary or racial unconscious and dash unconscious. So right option, secondary, personal, opposite, none of these. Right option is personal, unconscious. Jung 1933 classified the unconscious in two types, primary or racial unconscious and पर्सनल अनकॉन्शियस. रेशियल अनकॉन्शियस एंड पर्सनल अनकॉन्शियस जो है 1933 में जंग ने क्लासीफाई किया था. क्वेश्चन नंबर 54. इफेक्टिवनेस ऑफ करिकुलम इज डिटरमाइंड बाय ऑप्शन ए डिजाइन. ऑप्शन बी एवोल्यूशन. ऑप्शन सी करिकुलम डिजाइन. ऑप्शन डी नन ऑफ दीज. सो राइट ऑप्शन इज एवोल्यूशन. Question number 55. Curriculum organized used to different concepts as the same class. Option A, horizontal. Option B, vertical, logical, and none of these. So right option is horizontal. Curriculum organized used to different concept at the same class is horizontal. Question number 56. Curriculum is interpreted to mean all the organized courses, activities, and experiences which students have under the direction of a school, whether in the classroom, not is said by option A, Helda Taba. Option B, John Rose. Option H-Rug. Option D, none of these. So right option is C, H-Rug. Question number 57. Intelligence level of gifted students is 19 and above, 110 and above, 140 and above, none of these. So right option is 140 and above. Intelligence level of gifted students 140 and above. Question number 58. If two or more methods are mixed up for teaching, the teaching method will be known as mixed method, combined method, eclectic method, or none of these. So right option is eclectic method. Two or more methods are mixed up for teaching. The teaching method will be known as eclectic method. Summative evaluation takes place. Option A, in the beginning. Option B, in the middle. Option after regular interval. Option D, none of these. So right option is none of these. और ये आप कमेंट में बताएंगे कि समेटिव एवोल्यूशन क्या होती है, कहाँ पर टेक प्लेस होती है, बिकॉज हम प्रीवियस वीडियो में ये डिस्कस करके आए हैं कि समेटिव असेसमेंट क्या है. क्वेश्चन नंबर 60. ड्यूरिंग डेमोन्स्ट्रेशन द टॉपिक शुड बी प्रेजेंटेड इन सस्पेंडिंग स्टाइल, problematic style, debatable style, or none of these. So right option is suspending style. Question number 61. In discovery method of teaching, the students are generally forced to work as scientists. The statement is propounded by Theodore Bate, John Dewey, Armstrong, none of these. So right option is John Dewey. Question number 62. The central principle of heuristic method is learning by doing, learning from past, learning through others, none of these. So right option is learning by doing. Heuristic method is learning by doing. Question number 63. Percentage of knowledge gained through observation is 75, 50%, 34%, none of these. So right option is 75% knowledge gained through observations. Question number 64. Keeping view, the types of students in a class are generally grouped as option A, average, option B, below average, option above average, option D, all of these. So right option is all of these. Keep in the view this class. Type of students in a class are generally grouped as average, below average, above average, all of these. So right option is all of these. Question number 65. Rote learning is a demerit of subject-centered curriculum, learner-centered curriculum, activity-centered curriculum, none of these. So right option is subject-centered curriculum is rote learning demerit of. Question number 66. The most important component of a lesson plan is option A, curriculum evolution, objectives, IQ, none of these. So right option is objective. Question number 67. Classroom management creates a set of days used in organized classroom environment. Option A, expectations, option B, past learning, option C, sequence, option D, none of these. So right option is expectation. Question number 68. Classroom management revolves around teachers and students. Influence students' behavior in the classroom is dash attitudes, aptitude, creativity, none of these. So right option is attitude. Question number 69. Teacher with no structured classroom dash skills contribute to negative students outcome. Option A, weak, option B, reprimand, option C, warning, option D, none of these. So right option is weak. A is the correct. Question number 70. Dash is defined as a practice of teaching others to obey rules, norms by using punishment to correct unwanted behaviors. Option A, discipline, option B, learning, option C, procedure, option D, none of these. So right option is discipline. A is the correct answer. Question number 71. Dash management is defined as tools, events, and procedures involved in the decision to initiate specific activity for individual students. Option A, classroom, option B, instructions, option C, class, school, option D, none of these. So instructional is the correct answer. B is the correct answer. Question number 72. Rule create clear dash for the children and need to define what an acceptable behavior is. Option A, vision, option B, picture, option C, expectation, option D, none of these. So right option is expectation. C is the correct answer. Question number 73. Dash help to minimize behavioral changes in the classroom and are key to a well-managed or organized classroom. Option A, teachers, option B, learners, option C, routines, option D, none of these. So right option is routines. Routines help to minimize behavioral changes in classroom and are key to a well-managed and organized classroom. Question number 74. To be effective, dash need to be something to which the children aspire to and want. Reward, rules, instructions, none of these. So right option is rewards. Question number 75. Dash provides a systematic process to categorizing, qualifying attributes and characters of things that we observe, experience and reports. Option A, evaluation, option B, measurements, option C, validity, option D, none of these. So right option is measurements. Question number 76. The relationship between and among the values in a set is referred to as option A, level of measurement, option B, objective of measurement, option C, outcomes of measurement, option D, none of these. So right option is level of measurement. Question number 77. At the level of dash level of measurement, value can be placed into categories that are ranked or that are rated along continuum such as from high to low. Option A, interval, option B, ordinal, option C, ratio, option D, none of these. So right option is ordinal. B is the correct. Question number 78. Dash describe the extent to which we measure what we purport to measure. Option A, reliability, option B, validity, option C, adaptability, option D, none of these. So right option is validity. Describe the extent which we measure that we purport to measure. Question number 79. Dash validity involves making a comparison between measure and an external strand. Option A, content, option B construct, option C fires, option D none of these. So right option is construct. P is the correct answer. Question number 80. Dash reliability involves administrating two equivalent forms of questionnaire to the same group to separate occasions. Option A. Option A intra-rater, option B test related, option C internal consistency, option D none of these. So right option is test related. Question number 81. Dash is the collection of analysis, interpretation of information about any aspect of a program of education or training as part of recognized process of judging its effectiveness, its efficiency, and any other outcomes it may have. Option A evaluation, option B summarization, option internalization, option C none of these. So right option is evaluation. Question number 82. Dash validity is extend to which which a tool appears to measure what is the supposed of measure. Option A construct, option B phase, option C internal, option D none of these. So right option is phase. Question number 83. What are the characteristics of a good measuring technique? Option A objectivity, option B reliability, option C usability, option D none of these. So right option is objectivity. Question number 84. Which is the technique of investigation involving face-to-face conversation? Option A questionnaire, option B interview, option C observation, option D none of these. So right option is face-to-face conversation is interview. Question number 85. This type of educational research does not make accurate prediction. Associational, descriptive, intervention, none of these. So right option is descriptive. Question number 86. The case study is the study. Option A single group, option B single individual, option C single community or family, option D none of these. So right option is single individual. B is the correct answer. Question number 87. A set of questions asked and filled in by the interviewer in face-to-face situation with another present person is called a schedule, a checklist, a question, none of these. So right option is a schedule. Question number 88. What type of statistical data are used in educational research? Descriptive statistical analysis and inferential statistical analysis. Both A and B, none of this. So right option is C, both A and B. Descriptive statistical analysis and inferential statistical analysis are statistical data used in educational research. Question number 89. What is the meaning of null hypothesis? Option A. Difference between two parametric mean is 0. The difference is due to error in sampling. So option C. Both A and B. None of these. So right option is both A and B. Difference between two parametric means is 0. Difference is due to error in sampling. ओके डियर फ्रेंड्स, आज के लिए इतना ही। मिलते हैं एक नई वीडियो के साथ। तब तक के लिए अपना ख्याल रखें, दुआओं में याद रखें। अल्लाह हाफिज़।